Oh yeah, how is your leg? But yeah, he's been going live and everything like that, and he says it feels good, and he's been looking good. But once he had that start, he did pretty good in like a Big Ten game like that. You definitely saw that he was more confident in himself and how he carried himself just with football and being around the guys and stuff like that.
You've read the news clippings. If you could write your own news clipping about the Michigan State offensive line, what would it say?
I would say, like everyone says, yeah, we're an unproven group right now. We haven't played together, but at the same time, we're a group that's going to work hard, and just as hard, if not harder, as the group before us, and we're going to play football and tie our cleats just like last year's group. So I'm not expecting a drop off or anything like that. Just guys who are trying to give everything to better the team.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.
Oh, sorry.
Hey Brian, Phil
What's
from
going?
Houston, Texas, actually. Just stepping into the season, stepping into this leadership role, so far, what does this look like so far to be starting guy?
It's a different position for me, just because we've had great leaders where my role always hasn't been as strong because I could look up to guys like them, but they're gone now. So new guys have to step into their shoes and kind of accept those roles, and that's what I'm. The spring was kind of a time, an adjustment phase to step in there and get used to it. But I'm kind of embracing it right now, just being an older guy. I've never really been an older guy in the room, so just being older now, be able to help younger guys and kind of lead the offensive line is something going.
And some of these guys that we maybe haven't seen out of the game on a week-to-week basis, what do they kind of bring to the table? And what are you sort of expecting from some of these guys that are going to fill in some of these holes?
Yeah. It's tough guys who are hardworking and willing to get better. I have all the faith in the world in guys like Miguel and guys like Beadle, Brandon Clemens, who are all going to have bigger roles this season than they've ever had. But at the same time, they've been working just as hard as the Jack Conklins, the Jack Allens, and it's their opportunity now to step in and show all their hard work. So.
When there's a new quarterback stepping in and you've got some experience running backs in the back, naturally you think, okay, this might be a team that might favor the run right off the start necessarily. Is that something that you're embracing to kind of open up these lanes?
Yeah, most definitely. Last year, running the ball, we averaged less yards than we did in 2014. So not necessarily, focusing on running the ball, but we want to get back to where we were, the first Cotton Bowl year and then the first Rose Bowl year. So. Just getting back to that, physical and demanding a better run game, and that really starts up front with the offensive line. And today was our first day in pads, but starting to mesh already and starting to see some stuff. So it's good to see and kind of reassuring, and kind of gives us confidence going into the rest of fall camp and the season.
First day in pads, obviously we all know about Alabama and everything, but you guys are so far beyond that at this point. How good was it to put on those pads and get that physical level? I'm sure it was a very physical day of practice.
Yeah, it was good. Just good to be back out in pads and able to hit people. In shorts, you really can't do that much. You got to tag off guys or get in your blocks and then stop. But now we can play football, so it's just good to be back out there and having a real game feel to it.
And going back to the running backs a little bit, Coach D'Antonio has been kind of talking about maybe getting a workhorse type running back. These are three guys that really kind of offer up different things in the run game. What do you like about these guys' games and just sort of what they bring to the table that you're providing with these guys?
They're all three good running backs. I would say Gerald's kind of our power guy. He never stops his feet. He's always going. Madre's the speed and still a little power, and say LJ's kind of a combination of both of them, a little speed and finesse, but all three of them are good running backs and guys who have played in big time games, and all guys who the offensive line loves to block 4-4. So we're really not too worried about whoever's in that position. We know they're going to do a good job and give it their all. Just getting to know the plays, really. It's the hardest thing to do when you come in and you're young, playing offensive line, especially at center, just because you control most of the points. And if the center's going here, it sets the whole offensive line and the blocking scheme. So just kind of trying to help Matt understand the plays. And we have a lot of words and a lot of terms that you got to get used to. In high school, you're told to block left, told to block right. So it's probably a little little much for some of them, but it takes time. It's not going to happen, right away. But just working on that. Not even with Matt, just the younger guys all together. We have four true freshman offensive line who are all already showing pretty good promise after 3 days. So I'm excited about all of them, just to see how they do as time goes on here.
Thank you.
Who would you say the vocal leader is of the offensive line?
I would say Benny McGowan probably. He kind of embraces the talkative role and likes bringing guys along like that. So.
Have you gone up against Raekwon Williams at all, whether it was last year or this year?
Yeah, all spring football, all last year.
What makes him special? Coach D's been raving about him.
Yeah,
So.
He's just a young, big, athletic, powerful guy. He has a good motor. A lot of guys who are that big can go for a few plays and then they need a break. He's always going, always being able to push the limit, and he's a big, athletic guy. So having him at a 3-tech gives him just a lot of opportunity to make plays.
Have you had much contact with Jack? I know he's with the Saints right now. How's he doing?
Yeah, I talk to him or text him every now and then. I talked to him yesterday, but he's really busy just like us right now. He's doing good, working as hard as he can.
Did he get the cat Bubbles? Did he take Bubbles with him?
No, Paul Lang was his roommate. He's with the Steelers right now. His girlfriend actually has Bubbles right now. So Bubbles is in Pittsburgh.
Nice.
Yeah.